Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I kind of just wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind lately. Pretty much like influencers versus non-influencers. And if you've been following me for a bit, you've known that I've recently made a change in my content and like mindset when it comes to creating content in general. I used to kind of be all about the like influencer lifestyle and like chasing numbers and brands and engagement and all that. But now I want to focus more, and I am focusing more on just creating and just learning new skills, just documenting things and just learning new skills, trying new things, experimenting, all that good stuff without having to worry about chasing people and numbers. So I just want to open up this conversation a little bit with you all and kind of hear what you guys have to say about it. Like, what do you think and which one do you think you are? So let's start with the influencer lifestyle, okay? So it sounds glamorous, it sounds very luxurious. You got the brand deals, you got the followers, constant stream of content, but if we're being real, that's a lot of pressure. Especially for beginners, when you already are trying to build a following and trying to get yourself out there, and then you're still like constantly trying to get engagement, trying to get followers and subscribers, trying to get brand deals, reaching out to brands, sending emails, sending DMs. That's a lot for 9 times out of 10 nothing to come from it. That's a lot of pressure, but it's almost like a constant need to stay relevant on the internet, like to chase the algorithm, to put out stuff that is gonna, I don't know, get engagement, like chase the algorithm and to grow your audience. Like literally every post, every story, every video, you're thinking about who is going to reach, how much engagement you're going to get, how many views it gets, and how you can like hit the next milestone. But the question is that fulfilling? Because if I were to answer that, I would say no. My answer is no. And I feel like when you're creating for the sake of just growing numbers and like securing partnerships, you're constantly measuring your worth by likes and comments and shares. And, if none of that happens, you don't feel relevant. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it seems like you're just chasing validation from other people. And for me, that is just not sustainable. I was never really an influencer to begin with. I never considered myself to be an influencer because I literally, like I said, I was saying I was doing content and I just wanted to share what was working, what wasn't working, things that I was kind of learning, things that I was kind of saying along the way. And it just is not sustainable. I did it for a smooth year. I did give it a year, okay, but I don't like the chase. So, that being said, I made the decision to take a step back, a very big step back from all that, because it started to just seem like noise to me, and to sit down and record something, to have it up by Friday, and to make sure that the topic was engaging enough, or to make sure I don't know, it just wasn't working for me anymore. So I took a very, very huge step back away from that. And honestly, I feel like it's been one of the best decisions that I've made in my like content life, because I'm no longer focused on getting brand deals. When I first started this whole thing, it started because I wanted to become a UGC creator, because I let people on TikTok and Instagram talk me into starting UGC because you can make all this money. But it's work. Yeah, people do it, but I just never wanted to chase people for money or for products. Like that literally was not even on my radar before I even heard about UGC. So to just jump into this and bother people in their emails and DMs when I barely knew I was doing anyway, it was just like, what am I doing this for? Like, I'm wasting all these time sending X amount of emails out every week, X amount of DMs out every week, posting all these videos of, ad like content and stuff. It's just like, what are we doing? what are we doing here? I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm no longer focused on any brand deals or anything. If they happen, I'm not saying I don't want them to happen, but if they happen, they happen, but I'm not chasing it, if that makes sense. Instead, I literally just want to focus on things that I can create that feel authentic to me, and pretty much growing my skills. I don't want to talk about past content, but that previous video that I just did on this channel about the lock retwist, I was so excited to film that. It might not be the best, okay? I literally filmed it on my phone. Like, y'all know I film on my phone. I'm filming on my phone right now. These are headphones that I'm using as a mic because I didn't feel like plugging mine in. I know it's not the best. It was literally my first time doing a lot of all that stuff, so I was just excited to do something different and do something where I literally was just, using my mind and trying to see a vision on something that I liked, and went from there. I had so much fun filming it. I had so much fun editing it. I don't know how many times I watched that video all the way through. It's like I was excited to edit it to the point where every time I made an edit, I had to watch the whole thing through to see how it felt. You know what I'm saying? I've never done that with any of these other videos that I put out because I was trying to just get something out. I said, hey, this page is a content tip page. I need to be posting tips on content creation, and I need the videos and the topics to be engaging enough to get views and to, get engagement, for people to like it, for, subscribers. I literally was in that mindset, and I don't want to do that anymore. I told y'all in the last video when I was talking about my change in direction for this channel, I know some of y'all came for content tips. They're not leaving completely, but they're not going to be my main focus. And if people drop off, they drop off. But I hope y'all can rock with me because I am growing and evolving just like you all are, and we're just not meant to stay the same. So yeah, going forward, I just want to experiment with different things, and actually create or document, shall I say, just my life and my journey and things that I like and things that maybe can inspire me or things I think look pretty, where I would just want to capture them and share them. Like, I literally just want to do that. Okay, with that comes learning to edit better, because I'm not just editing sit down videos. Like, I have a whole lot of other stuff that I can practice and experiment with, and I'm excited. Also, try new creative projects. I'm experimenting with like silent vlogs and cinematic vlogs and just cinematic-ish things. Pretty much just exploring anything that I wanted to do previously, but I felt like I couldn't because it wasn't going to get a lot of attention. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Okay. I can get 0 views, 1 view, 2 views, but at the end of the day, I captured something that I liked, put it together in a way that I would like it. It looks nice to me. Like, I felt good about it, and I'm just sharing it. Moving forward, I don't want to share or post anything without or with the intent of this has to get a lot of views for it to be successful. It was successful because I captured it, I made it my own, and I just put it out there for people to look at. That's the mindset I'm trying to stick with. I'm just realizing now that not everything has to be about getting recognition or fitting into the influencer mold, because I don't want to do that. Okay, I never once considered myself an influencer. I was always a content creator, but I did have like influencer traits, I guess, like with the chase, with the numbers and all that stuff, and I just don't want to do that no more. Okay, sometimes it's just about simply enjoying the process of creating, of learning, and growing without the pressure of feeling attached to anything. Just being myself. And I know I've told you guys before to just be yourself and stuff, but that really hits different when you're trying to be yourself but trying to chase engagement and numbers and brands and partnerships over being yourself and literally just putting out what you want to put out without having the numbers and engagement involved. Another huge thing that changed for me when I decided to finally make the switch is the time and energy that I actually have to actually learn these new things. I spent a couple days, 1 week, just looking at YouTube videos and on like how to do certain things with like filming on your phone and how to make things look cinematic, and it really just dawned on me that we take everything around us for granted. if you just sit with yourself in your space or outside, you find that there's so many things around you that can be documented and can be added or merged into your own story that you're already, living. This shift has really, honestly, really allowed me to kind of explore my creative skills and like my creative side of things, because I felt like I was performing in my videos sometimes, even though I was chilling. But some weeks I did not want to sit down and talk about the things I was talking about. But I felt like I was performing in a way, and I no longer want to feel like I'm performing. We're not doing that. But that all being said, I want to hear from you guys. Where do you think you stand? Are you an influencer, or are you pushing towards non-influencing like I am? I would love to know your thoughts on this. I kind of want to make this a thing on this channel about being a non-influencer, because I don't hear that enough, and it's a real thing. Okay, not everybody wants to chase brand deals or chase numbers just because it's a content creation thing. Content creators are not all equal. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if any of this is making sense, but that's where I'm at now. I've moved from the influencer race, and I'm focused on the journey of just creating and learning. And I'm just curious. I just wanted to put that out there and just see where you guys are all at. Are you with me on being a non-influencer? Are you still kind of chasing them? Neither one. They're not bad. The influencer life is just not for me. It's just not for me. It's not a me thing. I just be chilling, and I don't like chasing. But that all being said, you've reached the end of today's video. If you got all the way to the end, I want to thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Feel free, if you want, to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I do post videos here every week on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again for watching today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.